Y'all, we just got a big update, okay? I just finished the stream for Sonic Dream Team, update September, and we completed everything. So I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about it, a guide as to how to get everything, and also talk about the fact that I just finally got the final achievement.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
Hey guys, what is up? This is Supergirl Cal, so welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Sonic Dream Team, a update that came out of the blue when everyone thought the game was done, produced, finalized, and published. The game released back in December or November of 2023, and it's had one of the best reviews in Sonic games so far, thanks to Apple and Sega Hardlight coming together to make this fully 3D Sonic game. The first full 3D Sonic game since, I think Sonic 06, and that's so fucking embarrassing to say. Either way, it's phenomenal. From gameplay to level design to platforming challenges, replay value, and of course, updates that just make it better and better each time. So there's no surprise that I woke up at like 8 a.m. to dive into it and try to complete everything. So don't be me, because my first mistake with this update is that it does not update automatically. So do not start the game right away. Go to your Apple Arcade area and hit update. Then you will have the new update. It does not update automatically. I was playing for the first 45 minutes thinking that I was on this new update. I was like, man, nothing's different. So probably, you should
probably update your game.
The most exciting thing about this update comes with the powers. 16 powers to unlock, which we did right away thanks to the blue coins. If you completed everything there was to do in the main game back with the first game's launch vanilla release, then you already have all the powers unlocked. Simply enter any game mode and head on to a stage, and you'll see at the bottom these little indicators that you can attach a power. It's kind of like the badges from Super Mario Bros. Wonder. You click on it and you'll start unlocking and buying everything with these blue coins. So that feels nice that these blue coins, besides unlocking trophies, actually gave us a reward for completionists. We were able to unlock everything right away, which brought our currency to 0 from the blue coin. So that's what it was for in the first place. It's nice to see that they kept that till now. If you don't know where all the blue coins are, and now you're like, damn, I regret not getting them, I have a full guide on us getting everything, so you can click on the playlist attached to this video in the description below. The blue coins also unlock all the soundtracks. There is soundtracks that are connected to many most random ass Sonic games, and when I tell you random, guys, I'm talking about Sonic Rush Adventure on Nintendo DS, Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Colors, Sonic Lost World, Sonic Runner's Adventure on iOS and Android. This was a game that was canceled back years ago, so it's being acknowledged. Sonic Adventure, Team Sonic Racing, which has a banger soundtrack. And Sonic Frontiers. All this can be unlocked with the blue coins as well. They will automatically unlock once you do have enough. Now back to these badges, powers, whatever you want to call them, honestly. These 16 powers really enhance your gameplay in the way that you want it to feel better. You can attach 3 powers at once during any level. It's easy to equip and get rid of right between every stage. There's a nice pop-up menu, just like Super Mario Bros. Wonder actually, where you can really mix and match depending what stage you are, because there are some powers that you won't be able to use with certain characters. So there's a super glide that will enhance the speed and height for Rouge and Knuckles, but obviously that won't work for Sonic and Amy. So some are exclusive, but they're all always available if switching is available. Which brings me to all the powers. The first one being my favorite one is the quick switch. Quick switch, guys, I'm telling you, it's quick, bro, okay? All you have to do is press the bumpers on your controller from L or R, and it's gonna rotate each character within a blink of an eye. Sometimes there was times where I actually died because I didn't realize I switched, or I misinputted and ended up falling thinking I was Tails, and then I just ran off and fell. So it is so instantaneous. It saves so much time, especially on speed runs. This is gonna be such a huge difference for everybody. Now getting onto the more generic ones, we got shield, which obviously starts you off with a shield. Wall boosting is amazing. You're climbing with Knuckles and Rouge, but now you're way faster. Ring speed. So this is interesting. I think it's made as a combo with a later one where basically every time you collect rings, your speed increases. Because later on there's an actual power that is ring start, and you start with 100 rings. So can you imagine the speed that you can get with that? Same thing with attract. For completionists like myself, attract is to attract rings, collectible items, and blue coins. So that's pretty busted, and I wish I had this in the vanilla. It would have made my life way easier. So double air dash. So not only do you get another homing attack or air dash, but you get a second one. There's a boost gauge up, which is from Sonic Generations. Air slice is probably the worst one there. It's literally just an attack with a bigger hitbox. Starting out with 100 rings with ring start. Tough, which is whenever you get hit, you lose 10 rings instead of all your rings, which is similar to the more modern Sonic games. Safety net is actually really nice because whenever you do lose or die, you keep half the rings that you had before you died. You get yourself a big super jump now, as if momentum wasn't good enough in this game. You have a super glide, which actually fixes completely the problem with gliding, okay? Gliding, as you know, it kind of starts like this and then you just kind of drop, but now you go super far, super fast. It really fixes Knuckles and Rouge, and even the changes of the gameplay as to like rotating backwards, if you miss something, turning back. It's not as wide, it's much more linear and much more precise in terms of control. Stomp is a classic staple from modern Sonic. And like I said before, super flight, going super fast in the air, and it's actually, I think, too fast. It's really hard to control both Tails and Cream when they are on the super flights. You do get the extra gauge, but man, you go so fast. You really can just get anywhere. I think it immediately makes Tails and Cream the best in the game, especially for speedrunning. Let's move on a little bit to the Tails challenges. So Tails challenges were originally weekly challenges that were updated every Friday at 12 p.m. You would rack up points based on how much you played each level and compete in leaderboard rankings. This got stale really quick because they tend to be the same challenges over and over, just kind of randomized, and they used very generic assets from stages that are already in the single player mode. So it didn't feel fresh at all, and it was really just there so people can grind out that final achievement to get 10,000 points total in Tails challenges. That's Tails challenge. But now there's this big update that really involves you using these new powers and strategizing what is to be used when. There are, so far, I mean, there's only been day one. There's the 3 types of challenges, brand new being hit as many targets as possible, which is a multiplier of your score based on all the targets you hit, the enemies you hit, the rings you collect without losing a life, and it will multiply in time if you do things fast enough. There's still the reach point A to point B levels, which are still my favorite, and collecting all the pieces of the crystals, which involves swapping very quick between each characters to find the most efficient pattern to get yourself an S rank, which is also added. Before, Tails challenges did not have any ranking system. It was just kind of there. Now there's actual ranking systems to get the most points possible added to that bank of points. Daily challenges and the way this system works now makes it way easier to grind points, especially for that final achievement, which I finally did. But something that I really appreciate with the Tails challenges now is that it is score-based instead of time-based. And this has been a wish I've had from most Sonic games now since, or maybe even Sonic 06 or Sonic Unleashed, but back then, S ranks would always be determined on a great balance of mastering speed as well as your score. More modern games since I think 2011 really focus on how fast can you beat a level, and that would make your S rank. You could die 1,000 times, it doesn't matter, or get hit 1,000 times, but you still can get an S rank if you beat the time that was needed. Generations being probably the easiest thing to get S ranks. As long as you don't die, you're almost guaranteed to get an S rank. And now in this version, it's a lot healthier where I can't just zip past stages, which I tried and I was only able to get a B rank, but now I gotta hit every enemy I see, do the best I possibly can so that I have a higher score and balance with my speed to get an S rank. So, a little things that wasn't mentioned in this update that I noticed when playing that I wanted to mention is some patches to the gameplay itself. Flight speeds are way faster, even without the super flight. Tails, Cream just naturally fly faster. They start up a bit slower, but they fly faster and they have less control because of it. The gliding, as I mentioned with Knuckles and Rouge, which was the biggest complaint of this game, is way easier to control. You're not doing like this huge circumference that takes forever to turn a character around. Knuckles and Rouge now just turn around normally. Not as smooth, obviously, as Sonic Adventure 2, but it's a lot better. The light speed attack, I think, is a bit buggy. Now they've changed it where you have to hold the light speed attack to follow a trail of rings, which is fine, but it's inconsistent. Sometimes when I'm holding it, Sonic will just fall out and actually not commit to the full dash. It's a little weird. I think it's a little finicky. It could be my controller. Let me know if anyone else is having that issue. But it seems as if like the button just doesn't always input properly because it starts and then stops and starts, stops, and then he ends up falling. And the one nerf I noticed was the homing attack. The homing attack range was actually nerfed. You can't go as far as the eye could see anymore, where if the target is a bit higher or lower than you, they just won't target it. You'll see the target, but you actually just can't hit it. It takes a little bit, the distance has to be there, which is why I guess they have the power to increase that range, and I think maybe that will make it better. I'm personally really excited to see the speedrunning of this game because I think now a bunch of possibilities were open. I'm really excited to see like completionist speedruns and even just speedruns in general. I think there's going to be a lot new, fresh ways to play this game. As for me, I've completed it 100%. There's no more achievements. I will be playing any future updates that will come out with this game because I love this game so much. But besides my review that I'm gonna do next week, I think my journey with Sonic Dream Team is about to end. Let me know in the comments what you think about Sonic Dream Team, if you tried it. If you are not an iPhone or Apple user, hopefully you guys can enjoy the playthrough I have in the description for you, and you get the chance to play it because it's truly one of the best Sonic games out there, and that's crazy because it's a freaking mobile game. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more. Visit twitch.tv/SupergirlKels if you want to be a part of the action when we do complete all of these games live. We're currently working on Super Smash Bros. 3DS fully 100%, and it's been quite a journey. If you want to see those VODs, join the membership to get that benefit. See you next time. Love you. Bye.
That's cool. That's cool. So if you're just like listening to your music on the go, that's really cool. Oh my God, they added Frontiers music. Holy fucking shit, dude. Oh my God, dude.